So I don't know if he changes the trajectory of who they and what they'll be this year, but he definitely gives them solid play at the quarterback position. Yes, with 155 passing attempts, with not having more than 23.
Right.
When you understand the relationship and the rapport that's already been established, the know that your general manager and Sullivan and your head coach and Jeff Hafley, they've seen, they know him, not just as a player, but as a man. Been in the building with him, watched him work, scout team offenses. Malik's running it every single day against Jeff Hafley's defense. So I know who he is. And so if I'm going to go out here and pay anybody, I would rather pay somebody that I've seen the progression, I've seen the growth, and I believe that there is still more that he can now build on because of the opportunity and the exposure that we'll give him. Like, yes, it's a no-brainer.
So, listen, Greg, I liked Malik Willis a lot. Whenever I saw him play for Green Bay, I was like, how do they? Green Bay just has that many good quarterbacks? Like, just every quarterback that comes in was good. Like last year, and you're right, it's not a big sample, but he 30 for 35, 3 touchdowns, no picks, a passer rating of 145. Now, again, it's 35 passes. It's not a lot. But if you complete 30 of them, I'm at least going to take. You're going to roll your eyes at completing 30.
Well, because I think because we're hanging our head. He had a big showing against Baltimore, right? And Baltimore had one of the worst pass defenses in the league last year. So you're talking about a guy who, one, I think rolled up on him and they shocked Baltimore. Two, Baltimore wasn't very good against the pass. He ran the ball really well against them. And I think when you're talking about a Miami Dolphin team, when you let go of Bradley Chubb, Tyreek Hill, you don't have Tua right now. For me, it makes sense for me if you bring in a veteran quarterback like a Geno Smith or somebody just to stabilize the offense. Because if you Jeff Hafley, play to your strength.
Okay. No. Once you start talking about bringing a Geno Smith, you're done. You're done here. No. Man, I swear some people are given ice cream and chocolate syrup and pretzels and stuff and they're just like, nah, I don't like it. Not good. Like, can we go somewhere else? It's like, bro, are you kidding me right now? I love this. I love this. I absolutely loved every single thing I saw out of Malik Willis. And this deal is awesome. This deal, 3 years, $67 million. The amount of production you're going to get out of Malik Willis for $67.50 million. That is an absolute steal. That is an absolute, steal. And the versatility that Malik Willis brings. And it's not just about the Baltimore Ravens. It's what he did against the Chicago Bears. It's what he did last season as well. Like it's not just what he did. I mean, no, he showed growth. He showed development. He showed poise. He was wildly impressive. Wildly impressive. I mean, remember people were talking about him being a first-round pick, a few years whenever that his draft was, I forget at this point, a few years back, and then obviously he fell and then he just was never able to get going. But there was actually kind of as some people were surprised. I remember Colin was screaming for him to be a first-round pick and was surprised that he fell. So, I love this. And Hafley is going to bring a toughness and a physicality to this defense as well. So, he is going to be able to play to his strengths. And now you're going to have versatility at quarterback. Something that you have not had for a while. You had zero versatility with Tua. Zero versatility. Zero sense of resiliency with Tua. Unfortunately for him with all his concussions and whatnot. That is the opposite now with Malik Willis. That is the absolute opposite. So, how can you not love this? I was seeing this off-season as the Malik Willis sweepstakes. I really was. And for $67 million, that's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. No question about it. Before I go any further, Miami Dolphins fans, please, please do not forget to subscribe and watch the full length of the video. You are one of the few fan bases that I have to really kind of push, because if you guys don't watch the videos, if you don't subscribe and watch the full length of the video, views pretty much are non-existent. And I really want to emphasize, it's not about chasing views. It's not about chasing subscribers. There's like 5 or 6, 7 plus teams that like it's just hard to consistently make videos about them because they just don't watch them. And I want to make videos that people genuinely want to watch. They want to discuss. So if you watch the full length of the video, if you subscribe while watching the video itself at the same time, views go through the roof, subscribers go through the roof, and if I can get enough subscribers for Miami Dolphins fans, then it makes it easier for me just to casually make Miami Dolphins content, and then I know people will show up. And that way it's like, not wasting any time here, cause I'm just a person. It's just me and I want to genuinely be able to make videos about every single team and not have to worry about if I make a video, this does a dud. And the problem is that I've been learning that when you make videos that about teams that nobody wants to watch and they don't watch it, it hurts all your other videos, because YouTube's going to be like, oh, this guy's making videos that nobody wants to see. And then when I make a video about another team, they're like, well, nobody really cares. And that's why all these channels, they avoid these teams. They just do, because it hurts them in the long run. And I am trying to avoid that, man. I'm trying to figure out a way through that, because I want to be in a position to be able to talk about every single team and not worry about that. And listen, I'd love every video to have 100, 200, 300,000 views. But you know what, man? If I can just get a floor of like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000, it's like I'm good. So, I'm hopeful with that type of approach, I can make a video about the Miami Dolphins and survive the lower reviews and not have it, compromise everything else. But at the heart of it, I just want to be able to make videos that people genuinely want to watch and discuss, so we can have legitimately grounded, unbiased conversations, so we can dispute this nonsense about bringing in a Geno Smith. Why would the Miami Dolphins feel good about bringing in a Geno Smith right now? Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? There are a handful of franchises that you need excitement. You need optimism, man. You need a reason to just feel anything remotely positive. You just need to feel something. You just need to feel like maybe my team won't be bad. Maybe this coming season in August and September and October, I can just feel like there's a reason to get excited for the NFL. I'm just excited that Sunday is around the corner and I get to watch my team play. And I'm sorry to say, the Miami Dolphins, that's the floor for them in this moment of time. It's like, just give me a reason to care. Give me a reason to believe, to feel anything remotely positive. And bringing in Geno Smith does not do that. Does not do that. And I got news for you. Jeff Hafley, bringing him in as a head coach and him bringing in that defense that will have a stabilizing factor alone, and just getting everyone to have you're going to build a new culture in Miami. It's no more break dancing. It's no more showing up late for meetings. I'm not a super fan of defensive head coach hires. My mind goes more offense. I view the NFL very much through an offensive lens, and especially a quarterback lens, right? That's my experience. That's how my mind works, etc., etc. And so, I'm always kind of I'm always a little bit squeamish when it comes to defensive coaches. But the defensive coaching hires right now, it seems like we've kind of gone full circle with a lot of these young OCs, and they became head coaches, and now it's the defensive coaching pool was a little bit late to that party, and now they've kind of caught up, and it's like that's where we're at right now with the Hafleys, the mentors, the Mike McDonalds. And I love it. I honestly actually do, especially teams that need that culture reset. And that is what my Miami Dolphins needed. And so now bringing in a legitimate bona fide playmaker, a versatile playmaker, and still a quarterback that's got plenty of room to grow. And you're getting him on a 3-year $67.5 million deal. Are you kidding me? His chance of playing beyond that contract in terms of beyond the value of it in terms of like playing like he's a $45 million quarterback, 50 million, you know, it's like is incredibly high, so that's the swing you're taking. And they didn't do anything crazy. They didn't give him like, you know, like I remember when Jimmy Garoppolo only played like I think 10 games or something, and then he got like at that time it was like the highest paid, you know, $150 million, which you know at this point that's like a bargain, but like it was just a deal where they're like, what did they just do? And we've seen other teams do it, you know, we've seen some big swings at it, some of these contracts. It's like $67.5 million it's the quarterback, man. You're getting a legitimate quarterback for a little over $20 million considering you have $99 million or something with Tua on dead cap. That's fantastic. Again, I'm not telling you that this move is now like, okay, baby Dolphins, they're projected to win the division. Like, I'm not out here saying that. But if you want a chance at that, if you want a chance of actually getting into the wild card, this or that, and really surprising some people and really redefining and rebuilding what it means to be a Miami Dolphin, you get that with a Malik Willis and not a Geno Smith in this moment of time. I don't want just a veteran quarterback. And listen, every situation is its own situation. Sometimes I'm screaming for that. Just bring in a veteran quarterback. I believe tremendously in the value of like adding a Kirk Cousins and having that veteran presence, and like even the Falcons last season showed that just inserting a Kirk Cousins who knows exactly what to do when the ball is in his hands before it's even in his hands and he's at the line of scrimmage. Like you can just see the value of a true bona fide seasoned veteran quarterback, and I get that. First off, that is not what Geno Smith screams to me at all, by the way. Okay. At all. If there was a younger, healthier version of a Kirk Cousins, then sure, if that was available in this moment of time, then I could absolutely positively see that argument. No doubt about it. If you're talking about like you have the chance to bring in like a 32-year-old Kirk Cousins or something to bring in some stability to kind of really build off of this, and you got like a 2, 3, 4-year runway with that, then absolutely I wholeheartedly would support that and would understand maybe you don't want to take a swing at a Malik Willis right now. Totally get that. That's not the case. That is not the landscape right now at all. And quite frankly, those seasoned veteran Kirk Cousins, you know, man, that's a little bit of a dying breed at this point. That's why the Colts went out and got a Phillip Rivers. And that's why Phillip Rivers was even remotely able to have even the slightest bit of success. And so now you're in the position where you're like, hey, let's take a swing at Malik Willis. And I'm just not going to fault a team for taking a swing. And if you want to go with a Geno, like as soon as he said go Smith, he lost me. And I don't hate Geno Smith at all. I hope Geno Smith gets another opportunity and gets some redemption here. I really do. This is not where the Miami Dolphins are at right now. Are you kidding me? Can you imagine bringing out Geno Smith right there and this offense potentially struggling, and now you're sitting there with that situ like no. I'd rather them absolutely fail and implode with Malik Willis out there, because at least I can go to bed at night knowing that they took a swing, that they're trying, right? They're trying to be even a halfway was I don't want to say an aggressive hire because, you know, people definitely wanted to hire him, but it wasn't like this easy no-brainer hire. Like there's other comfortable hires that the Miami Dolphins could have went after, right? They could have really tried to get a Harbaugh, you know, something like they could have done that. They absolutely positively could have done that, and they didn't. So they're trying to be strategic. They're trying to usher in a new era, and again especially really build this culture from the ground, because they had none of that for these years with Mike McDaniel. They had none of that, and they had some fun years and some, you know, especially I think what was it 23, like there were some good times, and I was pushing for Achua to be great. I really wanted to see him have all the success in the world. I think Achua is the exact type of player you want to see succeed in the end. Just look around the NFL, man, and see how many terrible people are playing, unfortunately, and how many people are getting in trouble and all the things. And Tua is just not that. And so, that's Tua is the type of person that I genuinely want to see succeed. And guess what? So is Malik Willis. So is Malik Willis. So I love it. Sometimes it's okay just to enjoy the ice cream. It's okay. It's great. You got some ice cream. You got some crushed pretzels in there. It's a little sweet. It's a little salty. It's a little soft. It's a little crunchy. Sometimes it's okay just to be like, you know what? This is pretty darn good. This is, dare I say, delicious. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Miami Dolphins making a big impact with Malik Willis? Yes or no? Let me know your thoughts. I read every single comment. So whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get to some discussions. Let's get to some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We're building an amazing community here. I absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up as it really does help the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.